everything you dream she'll be. She lives to bring love water to your mouth. She's a bacchanal lady. She will inject you with her ramashe, melt you like a noonday sun. Take your standard symbol high away. She makes your milk with punch and rum. She's bacchanal lady. Sweet scandal when she walk. Bacchanal lady. Real magic when she talk. Bacchanal woman. Won't you come? Won't you make some love? She ain't a rum and Coca-Cola girl. Don't try to fool she with no jive. If you want to break down in she carnival, you talk strong, you stay alive. She neither here nor there, she be everywhere. Some people say she is a tramp. But when she catch them in she atmosphere, she go shame them simple scamp. She's bacchanal lady. What is you hide behind your eyes? Bacchanal lady. Come on with me with your sweet surprise. Bacchanal woman, woman. Won't you come? Won't you make some love?
Haram, politics and noise. Get the name of that video now. We're going in, you know, it's a minute to 8 on Wednesday, the 24th of January. We start off early because we have a lot to discuss. Haram, politics and noise. We'll deal with that. Today I did a crash course in Islam. I understand what haram means and I understand it clearly. I want to come at this all how. I'm going to come at this from up, down, and sideways. In the jungle, the lion is the king of the beasts. The lion don't hunt. I know the lion walk. Lion don't hunt. The lion is the king of the beasts. The lion lie down, taking out shade under a tree, and the cubs come and bite the lion ear, bite his nose, bite his tail, pull his foot. King of the beasts just chilling. The lioness come in the place under the shade. She growl at him, turn his face. The king of the beast. You can't deal with that. The hyenas see that. The hyenas see. King of the beast said, I can't move it. So they start to gather around. The hyenas gather around. King of the beast ain't taking them on. In the shade, under his tree, cool with that. Hyenas start to interfere. Some of the food that was still there, they grab at it, they eat it. King of the beast said, move in. Now hyenas know that that tree, that shady tree, top of the hill. And who controlled that tree? Control the area. But if something wrong with the king of the beasts, it's time to take him out. So they organize themselves all around and they come in. The king of the beasts are taking them on. And they nip and they yelp and they bark. Now the other animals in the jungle, the kobo, the wolf, the leopard, everybody want to see what's going on. Because the hyenas circling the king of the beasts. And the king of the beasts start moving. So it looked like there's going to be a shift in the power structure. But then, one hyena comes too close. And the king of the beasts kill him dead. Kill him dead. One time. One move. One swipe of a powerful paw. And he look around at the other hyenas as they back away. And the kobo fly away. And the jaguar went back about its business. Because you don't interfere with the king of the beasts. That's a story from Africa. Today, this morning, I had cause to swap my position for an overt attack. Raw. It sent thunder through social media today. I start to get back my own words coming to me at WhatsApp. What a little hyena do. Piss me off. To the point. A man tell me today, you're losing my support. I say, fuck you and your support. You ain't here in the jungle, brother. Go away with your support. I ain't here for you. A hyena today crossed the line with a member of my party. A woman I respect. Because she's a Muslim. He thought she was fair game for his slack, slanderous, nasty, decrepit, obscene, trolling, vile, vomitous behavior. And you see, that same hyena calling up my name in the mouth all the time. Because when you go on that hyena's wall and you scroll it and you see post after post after post, 15 likes, 16 likes, 21 likes. But when he posts about Philip, he's bring the rest of the hyenas to nip and yelp and bark. You look at them and you see them, you see the same names. Yip, 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 yip. He's got all 65, all 75 likes. One of the posts get 121. And it's making him feel virile. He have something to say. Because the other hyenas taking him on. In 1 hour, I eviscerate him. In 1 hour, 350 likes, 100 shares. And it went viral on WhatsApp. You see, I am the king of what I do and I know it. I know it. Fazir Muhammad, no, on social media, don't come here. Don't come here. On TV6, your thing. Stefan Rees tell me on Synergy TV, say you are a social media monster. I know. I'm doing this long time. I'm doing this long time. They want to know what I do for a living. They're begging to know. You see, let me tell you something. I work between $500 and $1,000 an hour. And I work on for people, for big businesses and people that need it on social media. I am the absolute specialist and the king of this jungle. And I know it. That's not pride, that's not arrogance. You've never heard me say that before. And we've done hundreds of shows. That's not my role. I know my role. But you see, somebody paying that hyena. Because that hyena wear a yellow shirt, wear a green shirt, and a red shirt in 1 year. That's what you call a hyena with no identity, no territory. He looking for somebody else pack to join. And the last pack to take him, the red pack, they don't like him, you know. They don't like him. But the red pack is a bunch of con artists, old thief, real criminals. The red pack. The green pack was led by a king criminal. But it lasts for, as long as the red house fire collapse on itself. And it just burned them. It just burned them. They want to talk about our orange rally. We get 1,200 people. Where the crowd? Call a ILP meeting now. Fucker. Call a ILP meeting. Where them? But the greens Where your crowd? Where your friends? Where your friends, Pally? Even your man of business, your ride or die, leave you. So I put out a post and you think that it was my Muslim friend give me the info. But I hear people leaving you in droves. Because you're smelling like death. You stink and you're dirty. People telling me. You don't bathe. And when you're outside to line with you, there's a set of rotted old noise. Haram politics. I find out what haram means. I'm going to deal with that. We're going to deal with that today, tonight. Haram politics and noise. We're going to deal with that. Because you see, I live in a world where they don't have two types or three types of justice. I think either right or it's wrong. I didn't believe in shades of grey. My partner Gary Griffith will tell you, we as friends for life, you know. But we fall out all the time because Gary will tell you, I don't have shades of grey. I don't know how to. They have people in politics that know how to rationalize bullshit. I can't do that. So I can't sit well with all of them. I can't sit well. It's easy to get in the room. They want me bad. Knock on the door. Philip Alexander outside. Open that fucking door, boy. You know, outside there. Come inside, Phil. What are you drinking? Coffee, champagne? You want caviar? We have upstairs. Red, green, yellow, everybody. David Abdullah. Ask David. Ask David Abdullah how he meet me. He find himself in my office. Yeah? Find himself in my office. And I just want to, give me a minute. We're going to fix something here. Quick. Because tonight, the king and the beast, I ain't taking no fuckery. If you come to troll, you bust your throat. One time. If you're not going to respect the people, and you're not going to respect the world, we're going to draw blood. One time. Be clear. Be pellucidly clear, like Room 201 would say. Be abundantly clear, like Life Sportman used to say. Be perfectly clear, like that jackass Anil Roberts used to say. And haram politics. Do you know? I run my business on two things right now. Flow and Be Mobile. The flow feed block already. Think these bitches easy? You think they're easy? The flow feed block already. We deal with all of that. Faris, ain't you know? Ain't you know we're going to deal with it at some point? Kamala and them saying down there, saying their wounds, they thought they was large and in charge and going to be there forever. And at some point, all pieces go back in the box. Talk now. Tell me. But anyway, haram politics. Now, you cannot use an organization named the Islamic Broadcasting Network to broadcast filth, vile obscenities, slanderous, noxious noise, and backbiting. You cannot. It's haram. From what I got today, from my crash course in Islam, it is better you eat pork chops wrapped in bacon and wash it down with punching rum than to engage in slander and backbiting. According to, I think it's chapter 16, verse 125. Haram. So how does everybody not say, hey, hold up, selector? Because I want to tell you this. I am a Christian. And I know that I can't go on a Christian network and cuss where people ask. They will deal with me. They will say, that's not what this is for. And I want to ask Dr. John Prince, who is about to get a letter from us. No, actually, he's not getting the letter. The Integrity Commission is getting the letter to investigate Dr. John Prince for misbehavior in public office. And I want to know how the Islamic Broadcasting Network still have a license. Now, stick a pin for a minute. Today, when I give X and I slap back, I get a lot of people. Phil, hold your hand, Phil. Phil, cool yourself, Phil. A woman tell me, Phil, you are the hope of this country. I said, how come then? She said, I've been following you. You are my hope. You are my last hope. I said, if you say that to me, how come I don't know your name? We've had 13 public meetings, almost 40 Saturday meetings. How come you've never attended one? She said, well, I've been busy. I said, but these meetings, we've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. Have you made a donation or a contribution? Well, no, not yet, but I'm thinking about it. And I am your hope. Where you want your hope to come from? But assure you're spending your $2,100 to go there. Priorities. But Phil, if you hope, hold your hand. I counted today 7,000 comments on my different posts. 7,000 comments. And I estimated if each of those persons that came to say, Phil, hold your hand, Phil. Peter Hadid jump out and vex. He said, he done. And I understand why he done. I hear him put out a video today that was almost word for word what I say Monday night, so I appreciate what he said. Vex. And he done. But Peter called me to task for fighting back. And I went and I listened to some of Peter's videos, and not one of them did I hear my brother, my cousin, my 1% family say, Inshan, your mother ass, leave that man alone. Inshan, your dirty, stinking skid mark, take Philip name out your mouth. Not once on one video did I see Peter Hadid say, Inshan, you nasty gutter rat. Why you so stink and dirty? Why you interfering with the man and the man ain't doing you nothing? He ain't saying nothing to you and he ain't taking you on. Not one time did Peter Hadid say that. And Dave Locks, I want you to message Peter Hadid and tell him, because you tell me today he talked sense. But he talked nonsense because there was none of that. So when Peter asked me today in his video why I slapped back, because Peter, people like you who supposed to have my back, all you always jump out on yourself when I get on bad. How is that? How is that? How it is? You'll only make noise when I get X. I watch this waste of break. I watch him post the most slanderous. I know a lawyer, powerful lawyer, Candice Barrett. Candice Barrett take away his dreams for Calgo and shut him up. Ask him to say Dino Kalu. Tell him just say Dino Kalu name, because we say it costs him money tonight. Candice Barrett eviscerate that son of a bitch. And she tells me, and others tell me, why are you not suing this man? You have money to get, and you know, you have about 4 or 5 years statute. Now you can always come at it. So it's not done yet. But you have about 5 years you could go on. People asking, because the vile and offensive things this little shit snake says about me. Take him on. Like a little swamp rat. Me? I don't care about him. You know what people send me? Look what this jackass say about you. WhatsApp, message on Facebook. Let the jackass bray. People use my words to me today and vex me. They vex me. I tell you why they vex me. Because I have been letting that jackass bray for months. I have been letting that jackass bray for months. And left it alone. Left it alone. Yesterday, the shit snake threatened one of our members. Messaging the girl on the phone to terrorize her, you know. Tell your family, tune in tomorrow. I'm going to use Islamic Broadcasting Network to scandalize and slander you. Threatening the girl. Threatening the girl. And I say, it's time. It's time. Time to swat this hyena. So I did. UNC rock back. Because UNC didn't want to get caught up in that. I get messages from people that say, Philco, we don't support he at all. I get PNM ministers saying, take him. We don't want him. Bust his throat. Because he's only get tickets. He posts a picture of him posts a picture of himself in the Prime Minister office. In Prime Minister residence at a Christmas fete where all the media things go. Post a picture of himself with two junior ministers. And I hear his threats, like when he called Jerry Hadid on the phone and taped Jerry Hadid illegally and chain up Jerry Hadid to talk. All you remember that? All you remember that? When Jerry Hadid called everybody around Kamala as rats. All you remember that? And use that. This is that type of nastiness that gets to broadcast on the Islamic Broadcasting Network. Now after today I done, you know, I have had nothing to say about the jackass. I don't care what happens to him. His opinions are irrelevant. I do not care that he could be right now bashing me on his 2x4 show because nobody don't watch it. And anybody who watching it, anybody who hear my name, go be messaging me and saying, hear what this jackass saying about you. He is at best, theater. At best. At best, theater. When Devon want to get back at Colm, Devon will send some information. When Colm want to get back at Devon, he's a tool. He's irrelevant. Irrelevant. I have made him irrelevant to me. And he wants to interfere with everybody's business. So today, I have to put his business in the road. His wife don't talk to him. His man leave him. Was him and he done. Man leave him. He man done. He said, I can't take this no more. Was him gonna make any own videos now? Leave him. Leave him for a girl. Which is good. Well done. The land that he get under the People's Partnership that was for a mosque is a food court. But he calling people con artists. But what's that? This is the game, and I'll tell you what he afraid of. I'll tell you what he afraid. I'll tell you what had his ass puckering. That you could find him in a white shirt from the COP. And you could find him in a yellow shirt from the UNC. You could find him in a green shirt from the ILP. And in a red shirt from the bandit PNM. But the only way you will see him in an orange shirt is if he thief it. Because we want he. And he could never come near we. And they have nothing he could sell that we want to buy. Don't come and tell me, Philco, we are going to terrorize Rowley and Forrest for you. No, because like they going down, I'm going to jump ship on you. No, sir. See like how Crow turn and bite up Fitzgerald and them. Say, all you change all your number, black man. Black man, I look for that. You see, all these little tools, them just there for, you know, when you're night time. Look, your food in the bowl. Look, your food in the bowl, yeah? Crow, Rachel Price, Enchan, Marcia Brave Boy when she ready. I don't take these wet spots on. I don't take them on. Y'all see. Y'all know. Come now, man. Post it on the freaking live feed now. How much time all the time? And look what this one say. Look what that one say. Screenshot all kind of shit. And I say, leave that. A fella named Jay Sangfreud, some shit, come to the Diego Martin rally and nearly embarrass himself. Because he come to challenge us with his PNM foolishness. With this next Mr. X, Gerard Small, who trying to become, well, he's an Inshan light. He looking to join, he went and joined AOI to try and sell them his services, and they see him from a mile away and chase him. But this is the kind of rats outside there talking politics. Haram politics, all noise. And I, Philip Edward Alexander, have a role. Today, my Facebook profile was on fire. Because the hyena gets slapped. And everybody was having a time. And for the people who come to tell me, shut up now, I tell them today. I say, when my name was being dragged in the mud, well, they didn't have nothing to say, so step off. Slow your roll. Slow your roll. And all right. All right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I have friends from Friendland. When friends call to say, Phil, we know you're vexed. Pull it back. Because they have people who don't know you. They don't know what you're capable of. They don't understand what you're doing. All they're seeing is this. And they'll judge you by it. So pull back. And the team, you see, as powerful as I am in my own mind, I am part of an organization, the Progressive Empowerment Party. And the party had an opinion and they had a conversation. We discussed it. And they were of the view that a point was made, but we could stop now. Because they don't like this. Left to me, I outside IBM tonight. And he feel he have anything to worry me with. He ain't know me. You see, he want to go in my business and try to find what I own and what I'm doing. And all he's showing his followers is that I am an independent, self-made millionaire. I don't need nobody. When I tell you, I don't need PNM handout, I don't need UNC handout, I make myself. So when you want to see which projects I own and what I build, brother, you amuse yourself. Amuse yourself. I know I don't need none of that. I'm not lining up outside Malize house looking for a handout. I never went to the UNC looking for a stunt. If Gary Griffith wasn't in the People's Partnership government, the UNC could have never said that they had me. And you see, I make one out. I make a joke one night with my son because anyway, they came to Diego Martin and they asked me to speak. And I was still politically naive. I sit down on the table. They asked me to do a speech. And it was early time still, and I was learning as I was going. They take a picture of me and Kamala. Today, Peter had it done. Mark Rees, he on the thread. Look at Mark here. You all know Mark? The way you're telling all yourself, guy. Biggie's an ex-social media monster. He wanted done politics too. People fed up of the haram politics and the old noise. Mark Rees has been victimized by the PNM. And I am asking my members, my friends, my followers, and all the people watching me now, Mark R-U-I-Z, that's how you spell Rees. Find him on the thread and click his name and message him. Mark needs your help. That's all I will add. Mark will tell you from there. But going forward from here, I don't want you to think of me as irrational. I am not a shit kicker. Keith Rowley is a shit kicker. Keith Rowley's whole entire political career is haram politics and old noise. That's what Keith Rowley famous for. That's what Keith Rowley famous for. And they have people for them thing. I not for that. I not supposed to be for that. And I understand. I understand. But, and I'm working on this, because people say, Philip, you're telegraphing. If they know that if they attack the women in the Progressive Empowerment Party, you will get on like a old nigga. They will continue to do it. The woman that he attacked, she tell me, now we good, you know, we cool. We ain't taking he on. Waiting to see if he slander my family so we could sue him. That's all she say. But I'm a man. And I grew up in a world where the men take care of the women. And I know the women in the Progressive Empowerment Party are Amazon princesses. They don't need anybody to defend them. But still, I'm a man. You do me what you want. Do me, say what you want. I tell you, when they ask me, are you going to defend yourself against the allegations? I always say no. If you could be led astray by somebody like that, go. I ain't fighting to hold you back. I can't teach you how to think. Because thinking would tell you that those allegations and accusations can't make sense. It can't make sense. If it reads like that, a man can't do all of this and still be as public, as open, as accessible as this man is. Cannot be. I would have to have about 5 versions of myself. Mark, I don't know how to invite you on a live feed. But I could call you. So if you want to do an interview, I could call you. Let me know on the thread. Delwood Braffett asked me tonight to remember, and Lord Father, I forget what he asked me to remember. I think he sent it as a WhatsApp. The Tobago team bubbling. PNM, we're coming in your house. We're coming in your house. The Tobago team bubbling. And on the 25th of January, Tobagonians, write this down. This is the only housekeeping I'm doing tonight. Coming back is real fire. We start yet, you know. This is leading. The 25th of January, 2018, Thursday at the Esplanade. That is a lovely word. I hope I said it right. Esplanade or Esplanade, Scarborough, Tobago, from 6 p.m. The Tobago arm of the Progressive Empowerment Party has a meet and greet. I think it's tomorrow, Thursday, 25th of January at the Esplanade, Scarborough, Tobago from 6 p.m. All of y'all Tobago people who will be messaging me and saying, when you're coming to Tobago, that in the works now. We're planning South or Tobago and we will know by this Saturday. This Saturday coming, we're cutting the birthday cake. So all of you who consider yourself pet till you're dead, come blow out the candles this Saturday. We're cutting an orange cake. Courtesy Michelle Sohan and Bakery Treats. I want to tell you something. This party going to make them fat. This lawful, legal, law-abiding, democratic, policy-driven, philosophy-oriented, ideology-based party will make all of these stunting asses fat. And I'll tell you why. Because we've woken the public. We've woken the public. The public is awake. The public is awake. Colm Imbert don't know how to get away from that boat he just buy. While we distracted with haram politics and old noise, the PNM just inflict on Tobago people a 8-hour boat ride. They just inflict an 8-hour boat ride, sea blast in your ass for your vehicles. Take that. Ain't you red and ready? Ain't you red and ready? And they stink, and they dirty, and they nasty, and they want to go at people. And let me tell you again, understand this. That little pewa could use IBN for the rest of his life to slander and defame me, and I don't care. That little punk, that little swamp rat, that little dragged up nothingness could use his Facebook page and his 20 friends and say the worst things about me, and I don't care. Please, no matter what he say, the only thing I want you to tell me about Inchan Ishmael, a day is going to come. I am telling Facebook, I am telling the world, listen to me. You will say, boy, that man is a seer man. A day is going to come when Inchan Ishmael is going to kill himself. He is going to drink Gramazone. All of this shit that he has done is going to come home to him. The Bible says, days of pestilence and gore. Listen, man, you could be as bad as you think you bad. They always have badder up in the sky. God in heaven watching, and he accounting. And you see what is worse? You're stunting on a religious network. Bookending your show is people bringing prayers to the nation. And I respect the Muslim community. When I was a little boy growing up, my parents were very busy. And we had a young lady grow with us. She became a member of our family. I knew her since I was 2. Her name was Hanifa Hussain. And Hanifa died of cancer when I was about 25. And that was the first time my heart broke. Because she was like a mother, she was like a family. And I want to tell you something. She was Muslim. And I grew up in a Muslim house in Londonville. And anybody who have any connection from Shagwanas that know the Muslim Hussains, Bookman Hussain was her father. And the family was Akbar and Hafiza and Farida and Sophia, her daughter. Akbar, bigger brother, was Hafiz. I used to spend weekends in a board house, with mud floor and grass roof. Pick cashew nuts and come back and break off the cashew nut from the cashew fruit and roast it in a pitch oil pan with coals and then sit down there around the fire with the family. No TV, no electricity. And with a nail breaking open cashew nuts to eat, and that was the line. I went Indian movies. I know a song. I know Indian music from going. I can't remember the name of the cinema. That was the only cinema we used to go to in Shagwanas. I think it was Palladium or something like that. And I'm saying this so you know, I don't talk my business too much, but I want you to know, my son grandfather, staunch Muslim, greatest respect. And even he, this little stunting jackass is attacked. Even he, I know Muslim people to be good people. Devout Muslim people are good people. When you see, you could meet people who could give up some of the opportunities that the rest of us take for granted, because to be a Muslim and you had to give up alcohol and pork and all that kind of thing, and they take this thing seriously. Like a devout Christian, if you mean a devout Christian or a devout, I guess, Jew, all of them the Abrahamic religions, the people who really believe in the omnipotence of one God. The people who believe that can't get on stink and dirty. Those people, and I want to tell you, it is that belief why for the past 15 years, my Christmas day has been me and my friends and my family feeding the homeless. That has been my Christmas day. And my friends who are part of that, they are just as, and because that's what you believe. You believe that to serve is to pray. You don't need to stunt. You don't need to share it with the world. You just stand up on the hill and scream. You serve. You show kindness to the weakest. And you're paying God. That's what God wants to see. I use my power, my strength, every day. In this politics and in the Jericho Project, in the service of others. The Jericho Project was created to deal with the homeless, the orphans, and the disabled. And people want to attack that, and I don't say boo. I don't say boo, I leave him with that. The man asking, where the funding come from the Jericho Project? We fund it, brother. You can't find a single state or other organization alive that could ever say we wrote a check to the Jericho Project. You know why? Because even though the Jericho Project is 24 years old, it has never, ever, 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 ever had a bank account. We've never, ever registered it because of politics. Because people would attack it. And we know it's for service. It's for service. And I want you to hear all of that. Because I am appealing to my Muslim brothers and sisters with the authority to address the use of the name Islamic Broadcasting Network on that station. Because it is making a mockery of your religion. And it is bringing alcohol and pork into your mosques and smearing it on the walls. It is haram. What he is doing is haram. And he is doing it in the name of Islam. And that is wrong. And I am calling on my Muslim brothers and sisters to bring an end to that. Because the average person, when they hear Sat Maharaj talk, Sat Maharaj, there are times Sat says things that insults the entire Hindu community. It besmirches and smears them all. And Hindus have to know that. And Muslims have to know. This guy, I hear you tell me, I get the 100 messages today saying, Phil, we don't claim him, we don't want him, we don't like him. You need to put that out in a public release. And Asja, I think you are the lead organization. Dr. Yaqub Ali, I think you are the man in charge. I'm appealing to you. Because we live in a multi-ethnic, plural society where every creed and race finds an equal place. And it shouldn't be that the Telecommunications Authority have granted an Islamic station to be used for such vile and obscene purposes. It is all haram. And we, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, I want to tell you this, we have to get beyond this. When you all today, I sit back and I watch, because I know what I'm doing. This is communications. And I light it up. I set Facebook on fire today to see what you all would say. I was watching. The overwhelming majority didn't like it. They didn't like it. Phil, we don't like this at all. But take him apart. Because that's what support is. Support is, brother, I may not like what you're saying, but I support your right to say it. Others who don't know me well enough just came at me and told me, Phil, this is not what you're supposed to be. You are representing the whole nation. You're the hope. You're the next prime minister, the next government. All this kind of talk I'll take today. I mean, even Peter Hadid get fed up and he said, done. Peter Hadid, I love you. I love your family. I love all of you. And I want to tell you something. Peter, you have a contribution to make. You can't done now. That burning inside you that make you stand up against family members when they were wrong. You see that? That will burn you if you don't use it. And I wanted to tell you, there has always been a place in the Progressive Empowerment Party for you. Unlike that stunting jackass, this is not how we do our politics. Today was an aberration. Today was a hyena getting slapped by the king of the beasts. But it doesn't continue after now. It was for a couple hours. The point was made. The point was made. You have your 50 followers. We have 50,000 followers. The Progressive Empowerment Party is a massive organization now. We know. We don't convince you. You could take pictures, Photoshop dog shitting in the grass, all this foolishness this child do, and we ignore him. We ignore everything. He attacked me, my family. He's talked about my eyebrows. The man's so dirty. He's so clueless. I mean, there is a kind of cancer in him. You just feel like if I go too close to him, I might get sick. Truth of the matter. I tell Trinidad and Tobago, Hafiz Karamat. Remember Hafiz Karamat? With this Alcott? When he reached in court to testify, smelling like that. When God hold you, nothing can save you. I knew a man was involved in the most disgusting business, and he got wealthy. He had embassies renting from him. He was fabulously wealthy. He used to throw champagne parties. And what did the doctor tell him? Buy your flowers. Get your affairs in order. That man traveled the world for 3 months. Anywhere that he could have go, any drink that you could have mixed that you could try, they could have cured that cancer. I want that, I'm drinking that. Shake chicken foot over my head, dance around me in the bush. He tried everything. When God hold you, I do what I do. The only reason that I am not a corrupt politician, the only reason I am not a grabber like the rest of them, the only reason I have not used my skill set, my ability, my obvious communication skills to make myself viable in the PLM and the UNC is because I believe in God. I believe in God. There are people in my party that don't, and I respect them. But I have seen too many things happen in this world, in my life, with my eyes, and I am confident that what I plant on earth, I will harvest in another life. And I am here to tell you tonight that every demon that you see that I have stood against it in your name. It is justice for you, not for me. I have stood. Who else you hear talk about the little black boys stuck in the jails? I am the only person that will get traction. I am the only person talking about that. About those little black boys that they went and strap up and rough up, take jam in. There are people in our jails convicted of nothing, that cannot get before a court. They can't afford bail, they can't afford a lawyer, and they're stuck. And they have spent more time in jail than they would have spent if they were convicted. And that is a human rights atrocity. And while I cannot get the people who have the power to correct it now, there will come a time when I will have the power and I will fix these things. And we, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, have to start to think of ourselves as part of a bigger picture, as part of a greater number. Do not be distracted by the bandit clan that stands behind these two political obscenities that have raped, pillaged, and plundered this country. We, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, this is us. This is us. You think I don't know how easy it is to jump in the UNC? They want me bad. Don't care what they tell you, they lie. They want me bad. PNM too. And I could show you all the messages. I could show you all of the... Come on board now, man. We will treat you nice. We will make it safe seat. We put you in a safe seat, Felco. Put you in the Senate now. Put you in the Senate now. We want that voice. We want your power in the Senate. How much shit I get? I am in this catch-ass party because all the people who tell me today, all they have a shame, use the hope of the country. Oh God. If you see something as the hope of the country, invest in it now. Send some money, and it's for me, it's for the party. I have no connection. This party have a treasurer, a finance committee, and a chairman that handles the money, that accounts for it. For the small chirrup that we just get. And they just take care of the business of the party. And to all the people who help, this is not for you, because you do when you help. But if you're going to come on my wall today and vent your spleen and rend your garments and pull out your hair and say, Philip, you're breaking my heart. You are the hope of the nation. Send something away. Reach out to Shari. Reach out to Shari Wilson. She's on the thread somewhere. Reach out to Felicia Holder. She's the chairman. Our party, this progressive empowerment party, is the hope of the nation. And I know that. You know that. It is time for us to come together and make it happen. You see all the haram politics and noise? It was for a couple hours today to make a point today. It was for today. It doesn't continue. It doesn't continue. Dave Lux, give me the link. Give me the link. For the first time, Dave Lux, give me the Kwasi Thomas link and I'll block it. Send it as a message. For the first time in a long time, the people have hope. I have said clear that I won't make myself available for any position. The party free to put my name up. I not putting myself political leader, chairman, treasurer. I see this work I do. I feel this work I do is enough. I'm good with this. And I like knowing that every time we make a video, have a meeting, that a couple people come and say, boy, I didn't know that a time in my lifetime that there would be an opportunity to rebuild my country. For every nation that works. Do you all know, I watched this video 2 days ago that I was going to share with you all before we get distracted with this foolishness. I watched a video about Singapore. Singapore get independence same time as Trinidad. Singapore. I don't think Singapore have oil and gas. I don't think. This guy from CNBC went and did a video, an interview in Singapore. He says, I am in a mall, I am in a food court, I am in downtown Singapore and it's busy. This is my laptop, he rests it on the table. This is my phone, he rests it on the laptop, and this is my wallet. And he rests that on the phone. And he get up and he walk away. And he says, nobody will touch it. Because it is almost impossible to get away with a crime in Singapore. He walks through the mall and he shows you the stores don't have doors. They don't have doors. They have a little white rope. And when you see the little white rope, I swear, a little white rope that hook on the tape, when you see it, it means the store is closed. But everything right there, the jewelry, the electronics, right there. There are stores like kiosks in the mall. The only way for you to know it closed is it covered on with cloth. The man lift it up and show you everything right there. Nothing put away. And he tells you that the last time somebody was arrested for a crime, he snatched a bag and he's facing 7 years in jail now. Because in Singapore, they take that very serious. And in Trinidad, we don't. In Trinidad, we are the opposite. In Trinidad, we are a gangster's paradise. In Trinidad, government is involved in theft. In Trinidad, corruption is a fancy way of saying, me and my friends raiding the treasury, stealing the money, disguised as contracts. You want to build a house? Build a $50,000 house. Charge us $5 million. You'll get your cut. Trinidad and Tobago, our police service failed right now. And there's a good chance Gary Griffith will be the commissioner. And I know Gary Griffith, I know his heart. And I know if he get it work, he will make some change. He'll make some change. This is a country desperately in need of an undo and a redo. That's what we are. And we can't be distracted by haram, politics and old noise. We can't. Think about it. Think about this country only better. Think about this country with a police service where the entire police service is not only honest, decent, law-abiding, hard-working, well-paid, properly compensated, incentivized and motivated officers, but they are responding and working with a justice system that deals with as you come, you get dealt with. Because you will get to a point when you deal with all of the criminality that exists now, it'll become a decreasing resource. It'll become a decreasing resource. And all of the old cases, your existing judges and lawyers could deal with that. And there'll come a time when the courts will have no work to do. So if they hold a man, they take him straight to the court, process him one time. But this is a country where if you are a financer of the government, you could get government offices in your mall. Go and ask Gulf City. Go and ask Gulf City. This is a country where somebody just makes millions of dollars in a commission on a boat. That is an insult to the people of Tobago. And we, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, have to start here. And we have to start now. And we have to decide. Because tomorrow is a worse day than today. Tomorrow is not a better day. In Trinidad and Tobago, a better day doesn't dawn. In Trinidad and Tobago, tomorrow is a day that we wake up to find out who made it through the night. Imagine this country, Nanoy. Imagine this country. Only better. Imagine this country where you don't need to pay stunt artists for haram politics and old noise. Imagine this country where the things we say we stand for, we actually stand for. Imagine this country where the education system delivers educated young men and women ready to springboard into life. Imagine this country with a healthcare system that treats everybody with first world professionalism, dignity and respect. Imagine this country where the police really do protect and serve. Imagine this country where the prisons actually hold and treat. Because the and treat, we want to turn that into a university and a trade school. We want to make sure that if you go into jail, you're coming out of jail better than you went in, not worse. Imagine this country where water for all is a reality because there are 41 micro distributing plants, one in each constituency, responsible for the water in that constituency. Imagine this country only better. Imagine this country functioning. Imagine this country working better. Imagine. Imagine. Imagine it. Somebody create 3 fake profile named Kwesi. Dave, I think that's profiling.
Your vote will decide our destiny.
Imagine this
Your
country
vote will decide
only better.
what you want to be. Your vote can foretell our country's fate. Move and use it well before it's too late.
I am a member of a political party where disagreement is not only that it happens, it's encouraged. That we are surrounded by strong members who have a right to their opinion, so that no one man or one woman's vote carries. We've had situations in the party where the vote was too close, so even the winning team rethought its position. And that was pointed out to me, and I found that was nice. That we could say that. The Progressive Empowerment Party, we know we are climbing the mountain the hard face first. We know we're supposed to be going and sit down with them same contractors and telling them, finance winner, man. When we go in government, you get a thing. Ain't not a fire truck of that.
If it is that who you think, really or not out. When you
Vote them out. It's time for it to done.
if it is the prove it,
All noise politics. While the government thieving, the noise makers distracting us. So whole day today, we talking about this skunk, this swamp rat, this nothingness, this perfect advertisement for condom use. That little jackass, for one day, had our attention.
show them no mercy. Put them up with total skull and utter disdain. Let's put our country together again. Put them out of power.
Terminate their reign.
Let's put our country together again.
Remember Faris Al-Rawi before the election, how he knew all the solutions to all the problems. Since he get into government, all he's been trying to do is restrict your human rights, your ability to hold this same government and call them to order. That's what they've been trying to do. That they got to power on freedoms that they are trying to restrict you from having, and saying that that is what is necessary for them to enforce the law. Bullshit. What is necessary for them to enforce the law is to secure the nation's borders, to end the drug trafficking and money laundering, that will end the guns and bullets coming in the country that committing crimes. That's how you start. Clean up the police service, lock up the white collar criminals, lock them up, bring them to justice. That's where we need to be going. That's how you fix it. Imagine this country better. Imagine this country where every creed and race could really find an equal place. Imagine it. Imagine.
If for 30 years
You're voting them in, and it's only tears as soon as they win. If they cannot, and promising your roads and giving up roads.
if they are the reason why
Nicky ignore me, sir. He done your block already. 3 passes and me, sir. All block. They blocked on the ball tonight.
if it is the basket
Don't feed the trolls.
that them alone can flow.
When you're voting,
If it is the building, I south, east, west, north, and south.
Just as how you vote them in. To those of you who have been imagining with me, imagine this country worse. Imagine this country where the activists and the patriots stop speaking up and stop speaking out. Imagine this country where these two political parties work in harmony to destroy your children's future. Rob, rape, pillage, and plunder. Make overnight millionaires of single backhoe owners and check bouncers and sending them to live in Miami. Big life. Driving Rolls Royce and Ferrari. Stunting. Imagine this country worse. Imagine this country with no hope. Imagine this country coming up to an election and the only choices you have is PNM and UNC. Imagine this country like that. The Progressive Empowerment Party is built for you. It is your party. Everybody comes into that party and has the same opportunities to be as big in that party as they want to be. Why not you? This Saturday at noon, 19 Stanmore Avenue. Come and join us. We need your assistance. If you're overseas, reach out to Ali G. Ali G is the ambassador and head of all the overseas chapters of the PEP. If you really want a better Trinidad and Tobago, you have to help. We've done almost 40 Saturday meetings, 13 public meetings, 2 protests, and did it practically on our own. We've proven ourselves. We've demonstrated our commitment. We've stayed away from the haram politics and old noise. We've brought you plans, programs, policies, and ideas. We are giving you a manifesto, Reboot the Republic. We've given you our policies at a glance to undo and redo Trinidad and Tobago. We've stood up where we needed to stand up in your defense for our country. We ask you, the time is now. This opportunity won't come again. They are already organizing to create distraction parties to give them money to come and fight up with us. But we want you to come and see the building of a transparent and functional organization. Come and be a part of your salvation. Trinidad and Tobago was meant to be a paradise on earth and a blessed nation. We were endowed by our Creator with some of the most amazing wonders of the world. This nation for everything. Food, weather, climate, people. We have it all. We have everything. All we need is proper governance, leadership that understands that as long as one person hungry, none of us could be happy. We, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, need to stand together, one people under one flag. It is time to ignore the haram politics and old noise. It is time to piss off them stunting artists, paid obfuscators, noisemakers. They are paid to distract you from rescuing yourself and your country. The truth of the matter is, we are where we are because we've allowed it. Where we want to be, we have to fix it. Yeah? peptrinbago@gmail.com is the email address to contact us. peptt.com is the website. You could join it on the website. You could reach out. If you want to get involved at the constituency level, we have 39 constituency executives. We're aiming for 41. If you want to work at the constituency level and help build out the party and get us ready for elections, come on board. Reach out to Sharina Lynn Ramke soon. This is a party of strong warriors and focused soldiers. We have a mission and we're not stopping. If you want a better Trinidad and Tobago, come on board. Get involved. Help us build it. Help us build that new vision for a better Trinidad and Tobago. PEP app, PEP, it's available on all the app stores. It's free of charge. The Progressive Empowerment Party, not going anywhere. We're here and we're building out to challenge for the next general election. We want you to come and see and say and add your voice to the vision of a better Trinidad and Tobago. It could happen. It should happen. It must happen. Imagine this country just better and vote yourself a better nation. See you tomorrow. Stay safe, Trinidad and Tobago.